Hi folks, Kate Cashman here from ikigaiwellness.com.au. Today I just wanted to do a really quick vlog about sleep. Sleep, glorious sleep. Now the reason I want to talk about sleep is because I didn't get much last night. And I'm really noticing the difference and the stark contrast. In the week leading up to last night, I've made it a priority to get more sleep. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But last night I made the decision not to get much sleep by watching lots of reruns of Offspring. It was a bit, the addictive box set mentality where you could just keep going, play. I decided to take a trip down memory lane, look at the earlier box sets, and the next thing I know, it was 1:30 in the morning. I tripped over the bed. When I went to bed, woke up the baby, who was then awake till 3:30. So I didn't go to sleep till 3:30 in the morning. And it wasn't for a raging, fun, social reason. So I'm really feeling it this morning. I'm really feeling tired and I'm not operating at my best. And I think back to the last week. And what changed last week? Well, admittedly, we got more control back over our sleep. Our kids are starting to sleep better. We've had some amazing help with people who are happy to parent the way that we love to parent and have helped us with our kids peacefully gaining more independence during the day, and that's actually led to them sleeping much better at night. And so that then coincided with me taking a real stock of how often I truly rested myself. So the last week, I tested out how long I needed in terms of sleep. I've always pretty much been an 8-hour girl. 8 hours is usually when I operate at my best. I used to say that I only ever needed 5 hours. That's actually rubbish. It's just that that's what I used to have more regularly, and I used to think that I was coping. And then when I started getting regular sleep and realising how you actually feel when you're really well rested, that's when I realised 5 hours just was not enough. My body needed more than that. There's a reason why Olympic athletes often will sleep 9 hours and then nap during the day, is that their body needs that to recharge. And I'm pretty much an Olympic athlete. Well, not really an Olympic athlete, but I still need more than 5 hours sleep. That was immediately obvious to me. So last week I did a bit of a test. I did a few things. The first was I decided how much sleep I needed. That was trial and error. I knew that to be my creative, powerful, in control and competent best person, I needed at least 8 hours sleep. I also know what time my children wake up and what time I like to get up to perform a bit of a miracle morning. And my miracle morning I'll talk about in another post, because my morning ritual is something that's really sacred. And since I haven't been getting sleep with the kids, it's something that's gone by the wayside, and my day has really fallen out of kilter because of it. So I know what time I'd love to get up now that we're sleeping. So what I then had to do was work backwards and work out, okay, if I want to be getting up at 5:30 to do my miracle morning, knowing the kids are waking at 6 or 6:30, then I need to go to bed at this time, 9:30, sometimes 10 o'clock. And so I set that as an appointment for myself, basically. I'd been treating sleep as something that was truly dispensable. It was the last thing that happened in a day. Everything else took priority. Finishing work, boring social media when I'd been flicking through it for hours and nothing new was happening, and I kept finding myself connecting with that. And I'll do another post about how the fact that I'm off the internet and computers now, except for when I'm watching box sets, for the hour before bedtime, and how much better that's made me feel. But what I found is that once I set that time, and once I decided that sleep wasn't dispensable, and it was actually one of the most important things that you can do in a 24-hour period, I set myself an appointment. Not actually physically wrote it in my diary, but in my head I said, okay, I go to bed at 9:30. Kate, this is the time you have to get all your stuff done by. You've got to get stuff done by 9:30. I will often exercise at night with my group exercise mates. I'll often do work at night, because with the kids during the day and running a business and doing other things as well, you have to manage your time. I'll do things in the evening, but I made the decision that by 9:30 I was starting to get ready for bed. Once I did that, I kept to it. And the reason I kept doing it was because I felt so good. The first couple of days, I felt like I'd been hit by a truck. I have a sleep deficit with 2 small children, workaholism that goes late into the night, and what I always thought was insomnia. So that was my excuse really for why I didn't sleep. And I feel like I had a bit of a sleep debt, and I'll probably be building that up for a little while. But after the first 2 or 3 days, I hit my stride. And some of the benefits of having a great sleep I'm far more competent. I'm far more in control. What I am writing in the evenings and the following day is far higher quality. I don't have to redraft it as much. I'm working out better when it comes to my physicality. I've noticed when I've had that rest, my workouts are better. When I'm exercising, I'm far more focused. And so once I decided that sleep was a non-negotiable in my life, I started to sleep more. I felt more rested. Everything has shifted. So treat yourself and your sleep as the most important gift, because if you don't, then you're burning your candle from both ends, and our bodies will respond in a way that we won't like. So take care of your health, your physical health, your emotional health, your mental health. Decide to set a sleep goal, as in 8 hours, 9 hours, 7.5 hours, 10 hours if you really want to and you're in a really physical job. After you've set the goal, set yourself a sleep appointment, a date with your bed. And the last thing I'd suggest doing is buy yourself a gift for sleep, a brand new nightie, a new pillowcase, silk pillowcase, something that is a ritual for you that you feel treasured and comfortable and luxurious about when it comes to sleep. And that goes for men or women. Make your bedtime something that is absolutely treasured. It's not a last priority, and it's certainly something that is totally and utterly indispensable. I hope that you all get a beautiful night's sleep tonight. I have a lot of Offspring deficit to build up, so I'll be having a much earlier night. I'm going to make sure that I stay in touch with everyone about how I'm going with my increased sleep, because from 5 hours to 8 hours, big difference. And I'd love to see what the next couple of months are going to bring. And I can't wait to share that with you. So happy snoozing, folks. Bye.